people who don't understand that everyone's not doing what you do, and you want to judge on outwardly, you're stupid. These are the child molesters. These are the weirdo rapists. These are the guys who watch large amounts of with their buddies all day, and they sit there and say, "Oh, what's up with the BBL smell? What's up with ugly gold diggers?" Yo, that's why. It's not because of a fucking knack. Then some lames will be on whining about gym etiquette shit. You, like, the you gonna do about it? My girls have so much plastic surgery. I don't know why you guys so average. I mean, that's their choice. That's my choice. I like a lot of plastic surgery. I don't like average people. Like, you guys are average as I'm not on your page going, why are you guys so average? It's weird. Because it is weird to me. You guys are average as I feel you, bro. But I mean, if you just keep trying, what happens is they get younger and their asses get bigger. See what I'm saying? Oh, God. Oh, God.
Well guys, it looks like we are back once again, with the biggest lolcow on the internet at this point, and the man who is just absolutely determined to keep his title of the Pegster, good old Wes Watson. And you see, it's been about a week since the last time we covered Wes, and we've been really busy with other goobers in the space, like King Azule, who has been constantly trying to promote his fight with Ali Soba, and who has now tried to run to TikTok and Twitch to avoid his past and all of the supposed haters. And unfortunately for the wannabe king, I ended up seeing his Twitch stream and dropped right in to leave a couple comments. And man, oh man, was he just not too happy about it.
So there's a guy in here, Saintaholic. I think he makes videos talking about you. I think he's probably here trying to find some videos to talk shit. And his comment in here was...
But now that we have thoroughly gadooshed the wannabe king for the week, it's time we turn our sights to good old Wesley, who he himself has just had an insane week. Because when he hasn't been sitting here trying to cover his one eye and trying to just look like this badass who is apparently part of the Illuminati, when in reality he is just some goober in the corner of a party sitting there staring at his phone. He has been running around, grabbing his nuts and his penis, while sitting there groaning and moaning at his camera before posting it on his Instagram story, all in protest of one specific man. A man that he must be sexually attracted to at this point, because this is just crazy.
We don't even have to say hate anymore. Like, those people love me so much, I run their life. I have like whole groups of people like, did you see what he did today? Oh, what a dumbass. It's like, do you guys realize that your whole life is based off of me? Oh, God. Oh, God.
And Wes, let's just go ahead and save that for the OnlyFans that you're planning on starting. But naturally, the man he is so mad about would of course be John Bravo Films, who is just his arch nemesis at this point. And you see, a couple of days ago, John ended up releasing a video that was just slapping the shit out of little old Wes, and it has caused Wes to go on a multiple day meltdown. And the video that John released showed some old body cam footage that involved an officer basically pulling Wes over for registration issues, which just always seems to be the case with all of these different cars he has. And Wes acted like the exact douche that you would expect him to.
And my favorite part, because you guys know what was coming, you know how he loves to brag to the police because he thinks this is gonna help? He tells them, I'm rich as fuck, I own 50 cars, and everybody knows me.
Because you guys keep harassing me, you know, I'm rich as fuck, I have 50 cars, you guys all know me. Back my house got swatted by you dumbasses the other day.
And even though this was a funny highlight from John's video, it wasn't the main exposure that he was after Wes for. Because seeing that Wes is always having these registration issues, John dove a bit deeper and actually ended up finding a lot of Wes's cars that he claims to own being available for sale, and one of which apparently he just never owned at all.
Well, look over here when I show you this on the website. Notice something. His green Lamborghini, it's for sale. He only has it a couple months. And then I'm gonna scroll up over here and look at his black Revolto. It's also on sale, but magically he just bought it a few weeks ago, so how could it be for sale?
Alright, hold on 1 second. Sorry guys, but what the fuck is a Mr. Ooh-Wee? Even Wes's glazers out here are just some straight fucking goobers. We have Mr. Ooh-Wee and Gur505 out here dropping the flame emojis, dog.
Ooh wee.
Well, what if he's never owned them? If you take a look at the Carfax over here, right? You can see it's had 2 owners, but one of them was never him, and in fact, it's still for sale now, so it was never titled to him. So this is what I think is happening. And not with every car, because I'm assuming some of them he actually owns, but the ones that we see coming and going, in and out, he's bragging like he owns them, puts them all on social media. I think he's paying a fee to pretend he owns them while the dealer is still selling them.
And yeah, if you're familiar with the reality TV show that we've got going on over here, that is the AMU, then you already know that a lot of these guys are somehow getting these different vehicles and financing them however they have to, just in order to flex them and use them as tools. So this wasn't any shocking new news to anyone who is kind of familiar with this entire goober show that we got going on, but something like this was clearly enough to piss off good old Wesley. And as we have seen countless times at this point, anytime that John Bravo uploads, Wes goes on a multiple day crash out and just has a terrible time. And even though he tries to hide John being the root cause of this little freak out, it's just becoming more and more obvious. Because only 20 to 30 minutes after John's video, Wes was just going on some ballistic little bullshit rants that went on pretty much all night long, and started with this one right here.
Why do you guys all ask about different people that were like around me or part of my life or like on my program or something? Why don't you go look them up? What happened to them? Why do you want me to like be some rat telling stories about people? Have you guys noticed by now I don't do that? That's what you motherfuckers do. Talk about me, talk about this, talk about that. Rat, bullshit. And I still don't know who any of you guys are. Still would never say your names because you're irrelevant. It's just what it is. You're irrelevant little rat who know that I'm the most relevant. So if you put my name in your YouTube video, you get some motherfucking views because I'm that motherfucker. You love it. It just hurts you so bad. If you put your name, it wouldn't do shit, and my name gets all of it.
And Wes, the only thing you are is that motherfucking clown, because you're just out here constantly dancing for everybody's amusement. You have somehow turned yourself into an even more crazy lolcow than a lot of these different dipshits that have been doing it for years. And it's all due to your own actions and your own fault and your own inability to just stop yapping and responding to anyone who hurts your feelings. And you don't even have to say his name because we all already know who you're talking about, considering that you couldn't wait more than 20 minutes to start throwing a little hissy fit temper tantrum. And the rant then continued to go on, where he stated that everyone's always trying to count his pockets, when really they're just trying to get a reaction from his goofy ass, and turned into him talking about his Bugatti being a rental.
But just pay attention. We wouldn't have to like still go over the same shit. Like we could just fucking chill, and people could learn and move forward. But like every day they just want to fucking count my pockets or something. I mean, there's plenty of people who have a lot more money than me. I'm just way doper than them, so I get doper shit. Some lame-ass, nerdy-ass dude, Ted, with all his millions, and buy some lame-ass shit with his lame-ass family, looking lame as I don't want that fucking lame-ass life. That ain't for me, motherfucker. Like, you guys are just fucking knack Like, you wish you had enough balls to be like me, dude. I bet it's rental. Yeah, this Bugatti right here is a rental. It's only $65,000 a month, motherfucking rental. But whatever. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
And as you can clearly tell, he was just straight up steaming and was not fucking with it. And it of course led to his next favorite activity, which was an extremely angry Q&A, where there were a couple of goofy questions that I just had to include in it. And the first one was pretty goofy, and it was some guy saying that his coworker was talking bad about Wes, so he wrecked him. And it led to Wes going on another weird little tangent, and then he just ends up insulting the guy at the very end by calling him a fuck. And I don't even know why. The guy seemed to be a fan of him, but apparently he just wasn't happy about it, and his mood was just ruined for the night, so he wanted war with everyone.
As you should. I mean, anybody who just literally hates on a man they don't know is the most foolish person on the planet. You'll never see me outwardly hating on anyone I don't know, who I've never had an interaction with, that I just view online. I don't even view people online. You guys could tell me to view you and I still wouldn't. You could tell me everything about your life. I wouldn't even listen. Like, get better at that. And then people will be obsessed with you like you guys are with me. Stupid.
And the rest of the questions he was of course just mad about. But this anger was not over just for this night, because it led to him being mad about other Q&A questions later in the week. And I pulled two of my favorite ones because they were so damn stupid. And the first one basically called him out for being obsessed with all of these new random gold diggers. And they ended up calling the gold diggers ugly, which apparently hurt Wes's feelings. And I can only assume they did that because these women all have more plastic surgery than they do regular skin. And it must have hit pretty damn deep for Wes, and he must have been pretty aware, considering that the new one he has been spending a ton of time with is only 24, and is clearly only with him for money and attention.
Abe, how old are you?
24.
Say it so they can hear it.
24.
Say it louder.
24.
Say it louder.
24.
How old?
24.
But it led to Pegsley completely losing his damn mind and going on a tangent about how this person is what is wrong with society and how they are a Diddy enthusiast, and he just accused them of some of the worst crimes that he could possibly think of. All because he called out what he was seeing, which is Wes just picking up gold diggers left and right.
These people right here who say stuff like this are like the problems in society. These are the child molesters. These are the weirdo rapists. These are the guys who watch large amounts of with their buddies all day, and they sit there and say, oh, what's up with the BBL smell? What's up with ugly gold diggers? Dude, these chicks are not ugly, bro. What is ugly is the fact that you are so fucking unaccountable to how bad you are at life that you would actually say something so frivolous right here. It is so bad. Like, it just shows just such a lack of understanding of anything. Like, bro, just go on your way. Just dig yourself into a hole and just stay there, bro. Nobody fucks with you. Nobody. You have to make fake pages to comment on my page, and I don't even like you. How fucking lame. What if you like made your life around someone who doesn't even like you, who would not even fuck with you, who wouldn't even say your fucking name, and your whole life's based on his hanging on his nuts?
And obviously, all he did there was give them the exact reaction that they were looking for, which was him getting mad, saying something that was completely delusional and crazy at first, by just accusing people that he doesn't know anything about of wanting to do some wild things that Diddy would be doing, and he just fed into it more. So now this person is just going to keep coming back because the goober just doesn't know how to ignore people. But his response right there does lead us to the last topic of this video, which is Wes's newfound obsession with BBLs. And before, he was obviously obsessed with them, but he's stepping it the hell up because he decided to post his new girl touching up the BBL for absolutely no reason on his story, which of course caused people to ask about it, and this was the only explanation that he decided to give.
His butt is that it's a girl who's always been loyal to me when very few people were, you know? And it's someone who understands and shares the same desire for affection that I do. And stands up for me, you know, actually speaks good on my name, you know, when no one else would. And she didn't really have to, you know, just was like, no, people should know who the fuck you are. Like, speaks good on my name. So that type of person, that's whose butt it is.
And if this was actually someone that he respected, I don't know why he decided to post a picture like that one right there, which is honestly just kind of embarrassing. But the BBL craze just kept going on, and he ended up getting a question about it, in particular the BBL smell, and it of course just pissed him off.
This is actually something that only 40-year-old virgins would like speak about or believe in. No, there's no BBL smell. Like, this is like what the chat rooms of losers who never pulled a chick talk about. I wouldn't want a girl like that because I heard her BBL smells. Yo, that's why. It's not because of a fucking knack.
So yeah, a lot of the typical shit from Wes, which involves him just being angry for absolutely no reason, because it was really just not that deep. But as I said, he has been obsessed, and apparently he's even thinking about starting his own thing, since he has paid for so many BBLs to occur. And he's gone on a couple different rants, like this one right here, basically stating that
I've spent a lot of money on butt injections, fake tits, fillers, lip fillers, all the shit, whatever. Does anyone know, like, the ins and outs of starting a med spa that's done it and that's knows me, like, pretty good? Not someone who's just gonna be like, oh, I know everything, and be an idiot. And I don't want to partner with anyone. I just want to know, like, is it super difficult? What is it? I can research on my own, but I don't feel like it, so.
So apparently he is just planning on starting all types of shit. We not only have the OnlyFans, but he now wants to be out here giving these women BBLs and all types of goofy ass stuff. And after this, it was just a lot of the same shit that I just showed you. And was just a lot of angry ranting and yelling, all starting right after John Bravo made his video. So with that said, I think this is the perfect place to end it. So if you enjoyed, please drop a sub and a like. And join the Saints Mafia, where we are just going after every grifter that we find. And I'm out, watching Wesley continue to spiral downhill. In peace.
Essentially, that would be the best. Rarely do I see a family where I'm like, they're actually happy. Like, usually the bitch is miserable. The guy's like trying his hardest to like make her dumb ass happy. And like, there's some kids. Like, that's a family nowadays. And you guys know it's true. But I mean, if you actually have a chick who's not a fucking just mental case, miserable fuck, you're good. And that's in the first few months of dating them. So you might as well just date them for a few months until they get miserable and kick them the fuck out. Because that's the only way they're going to learn. And they're never accountable, so they'll never learn. They're like, he was a bad guy. No, you're a psycho. Like, you suck. Like, nobody wants to be around you. You put forth your best, like, face and self, like, in the first couple months, like, women. So everyone's like, well, see, all these people can stand me. They've only been hanging out with you for the short amount of time where you're good.